Something that I feel we deal with as Black women that I don't know if other races have to deal with this. I'm just speaking from my experiences and my family's experiences and my people's experiences. Something that we as Black women have to do in our lifetime is learn our pretty. So I feel that there's a time in every young Black girl's lives when we actually identify that we are in fact pretty and just what our pretty is. It's so hard to be considered pretty as a Black woman. There's so many stipulations, there's so many legalities to our beauty, and we are often policed by our own people, and especially people of other cultures and races, about our own beauty, that we don't learn to love it as early as we should. There are so many stipulations to being pretty as a Black woman. You're only pretty if you are light skinned. You're only pretty if you have green eyes. You're only pretty if you have good hair. You're only pretty if you are this size or this body. It's so much to being a pretty Black girl that we don't allow ourselves to feel pretty until we have that, I call it the breakthrough day. For me, I didn't feel pretty until I was about 21 years old. When I was 21, I was in college. I had moved out of my hometown. I started wearing contacts. I started wearing my makeup and actually learning how to do it. And I remember actually one day feeling that I was pretty. And after that day, I have felt pretty. And I have known consciously and unconsciously that I am in fact pretty. But before that day, I never felt pretty. And you can see it in certain women where they've never had that day, where that day never came for them, where they actually felt like they in fact were pretty, or that they in fact were, and I don't want to use the word worthy, but it is a sense of self-worth. And I have seen it in other Black women, like the day they come into their awakening, that they just are accepting of who they are, and they actually feel their beauty, whether that be internal, external, a combination of both. Just their presence and their essence is beauty. And I feel like that's something that we all have to experience as Black women, just coming into our beauty and coming into ourselves in our lifetime.